regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's side. Front 9. I got it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Regular. Hey, Echo. They're going to need some therapy after this.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold caught here by Bell. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Cannon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. On second and very short, Darnold. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Darnold throwing complete to Crowder, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
First down, New York.
Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's go, fellas.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
On second down, it's Ware. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Fitzpatrick. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, New York.
Red 80. Topper.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's got his man on the comebacker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Running on first down with Ware. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Where? And he'll get this down only to the 18. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick, and he rifles one incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Check. Strong. Left.
Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Regular. Check.
They'll try and pound it in with Dre. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go, team.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, third and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Fitzpatrick on fourth down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration to Ware on the draw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
I got you. Right side.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From his end zone, third and long for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes Grant on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. First and 10.
20. 35.
I'm coming after you.
Strong.
I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He's back to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
9:55. Ready? 6-6. Pull it hard.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation.